Football League is on the air. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll go play action here with Penix. That is incomplete. Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. You look at this Colt defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Here's Penix. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. J.T. Tuimoloau in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38. Here's the former NFL rushing champ. It's Jonathan Taylor. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
19 Light.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Off play action, here's White. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here we go, set.
first and 10, it's Robinson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. You look at this Colt defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch. With nothing doing on that one.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. On the bootleg, it's Penix. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with second and a couple. The slot man in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
Throwing again, Penix. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from drawing level. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 52 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out looking to repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Penix.
And Short calls it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
36-yard line.
A play fake. Now Penix. That's complete to DK.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Falcons.
Let's go now.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Alert! Alert!
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the...
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after try forthcoming. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. I feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. And he is going to lose yardage here. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. They'll throw with Penix.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
They are going for it. Penix.
That's to his running back, complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And looking to throw, Penix.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
J.T. Tuimoloau. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
It's a gain of 32. First down, Atlanta.
Now Penix.
And it's intercepted.
And the Colts force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Ready, set,
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
21-yard line.
Here's White.
Lets one go downfield for Pierce.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Pierce.
78 yards.
And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Colts will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last two drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
176 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Back to Taylor on first down.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Second down and 3.
Cougar 19. Ready.
Again, it's Taylor.
A gain of 11 that time, and it Colts first down.
Let's go.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Colts. First down.
Wide off play action. Pass caught right side by Taylor.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And the Falcons, 13
Cup 19. Cup 19. Here we go. Set. 65. 70 Lions. Ready.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Here's third and 10.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up third.
Now White. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up fourth down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick is good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield. And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
22 more yards there and another first down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
Ball at the 23, second and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
The play fake, now White. That's caught right side, it's Warren. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down. First down and goal to go.
Let's go now.
Taylor.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
We'll go with the keeper. And he'll get it. He's over for the touchdown. It's their cornerback. His third touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To the air, Penix. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Penix. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his third interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Brings up second and 11.
Play action. Here's White. And he's got Pierce.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. To the left side, he's got Warren, the tight end.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Tyler Warren, an 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Colts have opened the lead up to 30.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Falcons 14.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
Kickoff for Indianapolis.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. He'll look to throw.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Sharp's got it, left side. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Chimere Dike
From 4 yards out.
and the Falcons get a bit closer.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
They'll try and throw with Penix.
And that's caught at the 2. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
A very rare kickoff return on an onside kick. And the Colts are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
They're all about the numbers.
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
52.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Penix. Throw is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Penix working out of the gun here.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they'll find the open man. That's complete.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 15-yard line.
And the Falcons. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
To throw again is Penix.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. We've seen a bevy of those. This secondary, they've been pretty good, haven't they?
They certainly have. They've allowed the one touchdown through the air, and they're going to be upset about that later when they watch the game tape. But other than that,
Kyle Pitts.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a three-score game here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Cougar 19. Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down about the 39.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 8. They run once more with Taylor.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And this time they were ready for him as they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
at the 12-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And He'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
19 Tiger.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor
Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Colts are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead.
Falcons 30.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Falcons, 1st down.
From the shotgun, it's Penix.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Colts are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
To throw, White. Throw left side complete. That's Warren. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
15-yard line.
Now White. And he rifles one incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
19 Lions.
2nd and 10.
Cowboy 8. Come on. 60 Eagles. 68. 19. Ready.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
Broken tackle. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. It's 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, inbounds, keep that clock going.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Falcons grab it.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior.
Finding room at midfield. Down the sideline he goes.
And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
1st down. A gain of 59 yards. 1st down, Falcons.
Looking to throw, Penix.
Touchdown!
Chimway DK.
With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Falcons are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
Falcons 30. 36.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard.
White.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
A short one there, caught by Warren.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. White looks to throw. Stocker's got it, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Colts look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter.
The extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
36.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Operating from the gun, Penix.
And my goodness, another interception. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Dragon 60. Let's go now. Ready, ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to be intercepted.
Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
They'll throw with Penix.
And now here's another interception. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Off play action. Here's White.
This one finds Pierce on the out route.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now the try here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
73. Falcons 36.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now Penix.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes,
and he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Right off play action.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Pierce. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And looking to throw, Penix.
And my goodness, another interception. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Cut, ready?
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the Falcons' 47-yard line.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. Oh, breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Now White. And I think the ball's out.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
36.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both